Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech, and in this video, I'll be showing you all the best features of the Vivo Y75 5G. By the way guys, I've also posted a dedicated video for the tips and tricks section where I've talked about many things which I won't be covering in this video. So definitely check out that video as well, link will be in the description. With that said, the most highlighting feature about this phone would be its overall design and build. This phone actually has some pretty amazing looks, along with a flat design on the sides with a thickness of 8.25 mm and weighs just 187 grams. In hand, when you look at the phone in person, you might not find it to be too sleek, but it's actually pretty sleek and it feels pretty sleek in hand, and it's also pretty lightweight in hand. Overall, its form factor is definitely one of the best things about this phone. Next best thing about this phone would be its performance. This one sports a MediaTek Dimensity 700 processor with Mali G57 MC2 GPU with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. These are the benchmark scores. Next, this one also has a pretty impressive display. You get a 6.58-inch LCD display with Full HD Plus resolution with 90.6% screen to body ratio. Here's a quick preview of the display. Next best thing about this phone would be its cameras. On the rear, it has a triple camera setup with a 50 megapixel primary camera, and for selfies, we get a 16 megapixel camera with f2.0 aperture. These are some sample shots. Next best thing about this phone would be its charging speeds. This phone comes with a massive 5000 mAh battery, it supports fast charging, and also comes with an 18 watts fast charger inside the box. You can completely charge this phone under 90 minutes, which is pretty impressive. Next, this phone also comes with a side-mounted fingerprint scanner, where the power button also acts like a fingerprint scanner. As for performance, it's pretty good, it almost instantly unlocks the phone. Here's a quick preview. Next, we also have the face unlock feature on this phone, and it works really well. In good lighting conditions and even in low lighting conditions, it is pretty fast, almost unlocks the phone instantaneously. Even in complete darkness, face unlock works really fast. At max, it takes about a second to unlock the phone. Overall, you can definitely use face unlock without any issues. Next, in the camera department, we also got a dedicated 50MP mode. Now, even though this phone has a 50 megapixel primary camera, by default you don't get 50 megapixel pictures. It's compressed using pixel binning. So if you want to take a 50 megapixel picture, then you need to use this mode. Next we have ambient light effect. Now this is a brand new feature that just lights up your display whenever you get a call or a notification. We can schedule it to automatically turn on and turn off this feature at a specific time. We also have different effects for incoming calls and even for the notifications. Next we have Super Macro Mode. This is a new feature that allows you to take pictures of close-up objects, and Vivo does a pretty decent job with it. These are some sample shots. Next, we have a dedicated night mode for the rear camera, and this is the camera interface. As of now, night mode isn't all that impressive, but might improve with a future update. These are some sample shots. Next, we also have a dedicated night mode for selfies. These are some sample shots. Next, we also have some new motion autofocus tech on this phone. First, we have the newer AUTOFOCUS technology, which is pretty new for this phone, which tracks your eyes instead of your face to focus the frame. Next, we have multiple night mode styles. You can think of them as night mode with filters, and we have 4 of them. We have black and gold, blue eyes, green orange, and cyberpunk. Here's a quick preview. Next we have posture mode. Now this is a brand new feature from Vivo that will allow you to take better pictures in different poses. Once you enable this feature, a frame appears on the screen to track your position, and guides you into a stylish pose that can stand out from the crowd. At the end of the day, it'll make you a pose master. Next, we have portrait mode for both the front and rear cameras. There isn't much to talk about it, so these are the sample pictures. Next, we have short refocus. Unlike the regular portrait mode, this phone has a feature called short refocus, where you can actually select the focus point and change the amount of background blur effect you want before taking a picture. And even after taking a picture, you can change the focus point and the amount of background blur effect you want from the stock gallery application. Now going on next, this phone even has face beauty mode. Now the name seems familiar, but usually most phones just improve the skin tones, but on this phone, we can make real-time changes to your face. Like we can change the skin tones, make your face thinner, reshape your face, and do a lot more stuff like that. Next, we have different portrait light effects. Just like the iPhones, we can choose different lighting effects while taking portrait shots. We can choose between natural lights, studio lights, and so on. Next, this phone even offers electronic image stabilization while recording video. Here's a sample footage. Next, we have slow motion video recording or slow-mo. This is a sample footage. Next, we have AR stickers. Using this feature, we can add stickers to our face. There are a few pre-installed ones, and you can take some pretty funny looking pictures with them. Next, we have some camera gestures. First one is touch to capture. Simply touch the screen to capture the shot. Next, we have voice capture. Once you enable this feature, every time you say cheese, your phone will take a picture. Here's a quick preview. Cheese. Now the final gesture is palm. Once you enable this feature, just show your palm to your camera and it will take a picture in 2 seconds. This feature can be really handy while taking selfies. Next, we have live photo mode. Once you enable this feature, every time you take a picture, along with the picture, your phone will record few seconds as video and link it with the picture. You can check out the video behind every picture just by doing a long press on the picture. Next, we have dual video mode and picture-in-picture mode. Once again, these two features are pretty unique to this phone and it will allow us to use both the front and rear cameras at the same time. In picture-in-picture mode, we can record video using both the front and rear cameras and you will be able to see the footage from one of the cameras in a small window. Here's a quick sample. Now this is a sample footage for the picture-in-picture mode and this is the sample footage for the dual video mode. Stabilization is still pretty decent even when we are recording with two cameras, so that's a pretty good thing. Next, we have Ultra Game mode. Now, even the previous Vivo phones have this feature, but we have a brand new UI and some extra features. Like there's a new esports mode, which can further optimize your phone for better gaming experience. We also have 4D game vibration. For games like PUBG, your phone vibrates every time you shoot or you get hit, and there are a lot more cool features related to gaming that you should definitely check out. Next, we have new navigation gestures. Once you enable this feature, you can swipe from the bottom of the screen to go home, swipe and hold for recent apps, and you can swipe from the left side or right side to go back a step. Finally, you can swipe diagonally from the bottom left corner or the bottom right corner to trigger Google Assistant. Next, we have a dedicated dark mode. Now, once you enable this feature, it turns all the UI elements to dark theme, and now the phone will look much more cooler. It strains your eyes less at night, and you can also schedule it to automatically turn on and turn off at a specific time. Once you enable the dark mode, some of the stock applications like the phone dialer and SMS application also change their theme. Next, we have a quick gesture to open split screen mode. On this phone, you can just swipe up using 3 fingers to open split screen mode. This gesture works anywhere, anytime for almost all the applications. Next, we have app encryption. For the first time when you open it up, it'll ask you to set up a password and then select the applications that you want to lock. We can also unlock the locked applications using the password or the fingerprint scanner, or even by using the face unlock feature. If you use face unlock feature, most of the time whenever you open a locked application, because of that super fast face unlock speeds, you won't even see the lock screen. Now going on next, we have a feature called Smart Click. It's a quick shortcut to allow you to perform some actions when you press and hold the volume down button when the display is turned off. From the settings page you can configure the action, but personally I like to use it for the flash. When the phone is locked, I can simply press and hold the volume down button to toggle the flash. By the way, it doesn't work if you're playing some music, and you can also press the power button to turn off the flash. Next we have one-handed mode. This phone has a massive screen and obviously you need two hands to use this phone. But for some reason, if you want to use this phone single-handedly, or maybe unlock the password or use the keyboard single-handedly, you can do all that using this feature. You can just swipe your finger in a particular way to shrink the screen, and you can repeat it again to make it big again. Next we have 3-finger screenshot. Now before I show you how to use that, let me show you how to take a normal screenshot. Just press the volume down and power button both at the same time to take a screenshot. Now this particular trick is pretty simple and works with almost all the Android phones. Now coming back to the 3-finger screenshot, simply enable this feature and swipe down using 3 fingers to take a screenshot. Personally, I love this feature, and if you're someone who takes a lot of screenshots on your phone, then this can be really useful. Next, we can also take a long screenshot on this phone. To take a long screenshot, first you need to take a regular screenshot. You can either use the button or the gestures. Once you take a screenshot, you'll get a preview. Just tap on the long screenshot option. Now just scroll the page to take a longer screenshot. Now going on next, I'm going to show you how to stop or allow applications from running in the background. By default, this phone is configured to kill all the applications that are running in the background after some time. But for some reason, if you don't want some applications to be killed, say like WhatsApp or Facebook, you can whitelist those applications from here. Next we have AUTOSTART management. When you kill applications from the recent apps page, some applications restart automatically and then they run in the background. Applications like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp might be important, but some applications like Amazon, Flipkart or even UC browser need not run in the background automatically. So from this page, you can stop those applications from automatically restarting in the background and thereby improving some battery life. Next we have Game Space. Now this is an application that simply lists all the games that are available on your phone in a pretty cool user interface. It also gives you complete stats of your gameplay, like how long you have been playing the game, how much data it has consumed over Wi-Fi or mobile data, and more information like that. Next we have Double Tap to Wake. Just like the name suggests, once you enable this feature, you can double tap the screen when your phone is locked to wake it up. This particular feature works really well with Face Unlock feature. Just double tap the screen, display lights up and sees your face, and then immediately unlocks the phone. Overall, you'll have a very immersive experience without losing on security. Next we have Double Tap to Sleep. Now once you enable this feature, you can simply double tap in an empty area on your default launcher, that's the home screen, or your lock screen to lock your phone. This is a pretty unique feature, and I wish it could even work with the status bar. Next we have Smart Wake gestures. Now these are just screen off gestures, but Vivo likes to call them the Smart Wake gestures. So these are all the gestures that are available. We can do a swipe up gesture when the phone is locked to unlock the phone. We can swipe it down to open the camera application. We can draw a C to open the phone dialer and draw M to play music, and there are a lot more stuff like that, so definitely check them out. Next we have Rest to Wake feature. Now just like the name suggests, once you enable this feature, whenever you pick up your phone, screen lights up and shows you the lock screen. If you have enabled Face Unlock feature, every time you lift your phone, display lights up, front facing camera sees your face and immediately unlocks the phone. Once again, just like the Double Tap to Wake feature, even this feature can give you a much more immersive experience, but sometimes it can be annoying. Next we have a feature called App Clone. This feature allows you to use two versions of the same application at the same time. You just need to enable this feature for the applications that you want to use, and then you will be able to find two instances of the same application on your home screen. With this feature, you can use two Facebook accounts, two Instagram accounts, two WhatsApp accounts, and so on. It's a pretty cool feature, but only supports few applications. Next we have shake to turn on the flash. Now once you enable this feature, you can shake your phone in the lock screen or the home screen to turn on the flash. Once the flash is turned on, you can press the power button to turn it off. This feature is kinda hard to use, so personally I never used it. Instead, I use the smart click feature to turn on the flash. Next we have is capture. I've already shown you how to take a regular screenshot, long screenshot and the 3-finger screenshot, but this phone still offers a lot of things related to screenshots. We can access the super screenshot feature from the toggles, and once you select it, you get a lot of options. We can take a long screenshot, rectangular screenshot, we can even record the screen and take some funny screenshots as well. This is something you should definitely check. Next we have flashlight notification. Once you enable this feature, every time you get a call or a message, LED light or the flashlight on the back flickers, giving you a visible indication. Next we have Easy Touch, which is like a floating bubble just like on the iPhones, with some additional options. You can tap it once for additional options. You can also choose a custom action for double tap, like going back, going to the home screen or pulling down the notification bar. This feature is exactly like the floating bubble on the iOS. Next we have eye protection mode. According to a research, using smartphones, tablets or anything that emits a blue light will affect your sleep. So once you enable this feature, it puts a warm tint on the screen and filters the blue light. You can also change the intensity of the tint to make the display look more warmer or a little bit lighter. You can also schedule it to automatically turn on and turn off at a specific time. Next we have Face Beauty for video call. Now this is kind of a unique feature that's available on this phone that will allow you to use Face Beauty mode while making video calls, especially for apps like WhatsApp and Skype. Next we have Task Timer, which has features like Schedule Power On Power Off, Schedule Vibration Mode, Aeroplane Mode and Countdown Vibration, where the touch vibration will be turned on for custom time. With Schedule Power On and Off, you can set a time for the phone to power on and power off automatically. Next we have a feature called Network Management, where we can disable internet access to applications over Wi-Fi and mobile data. Normally most people won't be using this feature, but if you're someone who wants absolute control over your phone, or maybe you don't want applications to access internet, you can use this feature and block internet access to those applications. Next we have Wireless Display. Using this feature, we can cast the screen of your phone to a smart TV or any device that supports Mirrorcast. It works with Mirrorcast, but it doesn't work with a Chromecast. Next we have Digital Wellbeing. This is a feature from Google which tracks all your usage and gives you complete analysis of which apps you're using more. You can also use this feature to restrict your own usage to have a healthy digital life. Next we have Bedtime Mode. Now this feature is part of Digital Wellbeing, which can help you sleep faster at night. Using this feature, we can schedule your phone to turn on Grayscale mode and Do Not Disturb mode at a specific time. Grayscale mode makes your display white and black, and Do Not Disturb mode just makes your phone more silent. And overall, it helps you sleep faster at night. So guys, these are all the features offered by this phone. If I missed out on anything important, do let me know by commenting below this video, and definitely check out my video on the tips and tricks section. Link will be in the description. By the way, if you're planning to buy this phone, use the link in the description. It always helps the channel. If you want us to make any specific video, tweet out to us with the hashtag ASKGREEDYTECH on Twitter and we will try to make it as soon as possible. I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day.